Hi, I'm Ashley.
And I'm Andy.
And we're from Vertical House Records.
And you're watching No Huntsville. That was bad.
That was perfect. Do one more, but I think I'm going to use that.
Okay.
That one's funny. All right, this is Tom.
This is Joe.
And welcome to another episode of No Huntsville. Today I'm excited because we're spanning two of our favorite categories, music and art. And to that we have Jamie Glass in here promoting the Cukorakko Music and Arts Festival in Steele, Alabama, May 9th through the 11th at the Horse Pens 40 Campground. Jamie, thanks for coming in and talking with us today.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Jamie.
All right, so why don't you give us a quick background of the festival and the grounds that it's on?
Okay, cool. Well, I grew up here in Huntsville, so I'm pretty excited to kind of repeat history.
Nice.
This campground was actually discovered in the 50s by Warren Musgrove. He was a newspaperman that discovered the natural amphitheater and the acoustics and the quality of sound that comes out of this amphitheater.
Nice.
And so when the idea came up and I learned the history behind the Creeks and the Cherokee Indians and the native tribes and everything, and I just wanted to get out there and feel that energy and just let history repeat itself.
Yeah, it's amazing. You go to your website, which is Cukorakko.com, and you see some of the pictures of these rock formations and the way it's all set up at the campgrounds. It's beautiful, and I can understand how it'd be that's inspirational and drawing for this festival.
It's kind of how we came up with the name Cukorakko. It's Creek language. Cukorakko actually stands for ceremonial ground, stomp ground, dance house. So I think it's totally appropriate for the type of the festival that we're having.
And so how did you get involved in putting this festival on?
Like most festivals, you start talking with a good friend that's been to a lot of festivals, and the next thing you know, you pick a venue, you start figuring out who your demographic is, and we started meeting with the family and got some dates put together, and we really wanted to give back to our mothers and to Mother Earth and do something different and celebrate this wonderful natural amphitheater and bring attention to local artists, local musicians, and offer something different on Mother's Day weekend than traditional going and planting flowers in your yard and things like that.
That all ties them together. That's great. That's great. Well, what about the festival grounds? You said you're talking to the Schultz family?
Yes. The Schultz family actually took this property over to preserve it, to keep it from going under construction. It is such a beautiful site. I guess they're all considered endangered because there's 60 plant life and species that only exist on this property. And they've done a great job of preserving it. They have a policy, it's called a leave no trace. So basically leave it nicer than the way you found it.
Yeah, definitely.
So let's talk about some of the music that we're going to hear if we come to the festivals and some of the art as well. So give us the lineup and who's going to be playing.
Yeah, well, we've got Boombox out of the Muscle Shoals. They're our headliner for Saturday night. The unique part about Boombox is Zion Godshaw is the lead singer, and he is the son of Donna G. and Keith Godshaw at the Grateful Dead.
Okay.
A lot of good music comes out of the Shoals, and it's continuing to do that. And then Friday night we have the Fiddleworms headlining, which is also from the Shoals, and David McKay is Donna G's husband. So it's almost like we've put together a Donna G. Great Mother's Day weekend. Her husband and her son are the headliners for this festival.
Nice.
We've got some bands out of Huntsville, Mary Justice Lucas.
Okay.
We also have the Festival Expressions. We've got some bands out of the Shoals, the Local Saints, the Pollies. And then we've got bands out of the Birmingham area, the Rescue Dogs, Grace and Tony, Alpha Groove, LB's Blues Band, Pyrite Parachute, Stephen McCullough, Catherine Dela Cruz, Kendra Sutton and the Hallelujah Junction, and Michael Warren. So we've got such a diverse group of music.
You have a little something for everybody there, huh?
It really is. I mean, the music is so spread out. However, the way that Greg Intrigan, our co-partner, put the music together, it really streams really well together.
And so there's 3 stages, right? So I went online, I saw one of the stages, I didn't see the other 2, but there's going to be a total of 3 stages at the festival?
There is. We've got one that's in front of the rock formations that's called the Rocka stage.
Nice.
Then we've got a pavilion
Okay.
that's going to be called the Kuka stage.
All right.
And then we have a little side stage that will be utilized for our solo acts and our just our two-piece bands that are playing, and we may consider making that for the live artists, the murals while they're painting while the bands, just so that there's no people like to be close to art that's being created live, and so you can't really go on stage with the band. However, when you have a side stage, you can have the artist there and kind of be able to view and listen to the music and watch the art being created.
Interactive stuff. That's cool, man.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
So
Steele, Alabama, if people don't know, is 75 miles south of us right now, about a little over an hour away. But the festival's cool because it's on campgrounds, which means that you're allowing some primitive camping there, so people can actually stay there through the whole festival.
We actually are highly recommending. It's the third highest point in Alabama on Chandler Mountain. It's 1,500 feet above sea level, so the temperatures up there are phenomenal. I mean, it always feels good. Always a nice breeze. The primitive camping offers picnic tables, stationary grills, fire pits, charging stations, water. We've got two bathhouses with restrooms. So it's really set up for this type of festival.
And kids under 10 get in free, and there's going to be activities for the kids as well?
There will be. The Coosa River Keepers are going to be 2 guided tours. Each day we'll have a 2-hour segment that is specifically for the kids. On Sunday they'll probably do something paper mache that resembles flowers for Mother's Day, so they'll have something. We're thinking on Saturday probably going to do something that the kids can use, maybe put some glow sticks into some kind of a recyclable container so that they can actually create something and then it be part of the festival, and you have these kids walking around with glow-in-the-dark containers.
That's great. All right, so that's the Cukorakko Music and Arts Festival in Steele, Alabama, May 9th through the 11th. You can check it out at cukorakko.com. You're also on Facebook. I got a phone number here. It's 904-383-2082. Jamie, thanks for coming in and sharing with us.
Hey, thanks so much
Thank
for
you
having me.
very much.
All right.